Hello students, welcome to an academy. This is your KP Sir Krishna Prakash. We are launching a series of videos on GATE previous year question solutions on environmental engineering. Already 2020 GATE solutions is out. Now 2019 GATE environmental engineering solutions. The first question given in set 2 related to water quality analysis. Analysis of water sample revealed that sample contained following species. The ions present in the water sample are provided: carbonate, Na plus, H plus, PO4 minus 3, Al plus 3, H2CO3, Cl minus, Ca plus 2, Mg plus 2, HCO3 minus, Fe plus 2, OH minus. The concentration of which species will be required to compute alkalinity? Means to estimate alkalinity, concentration of which ions are required. This is very simple and easy model question. We have the formula for alkalinity estimation. Alkalinity in mole per liter. I think you remember I discussed this in our classes also. Alkalinity in mole per liter estimated using the formula bicarbonate ion concentration, HCO3 minus concentration taken in mole per liter plus 2 into carbonate ion concentration taken in mole per liter plus OH minus in mole per liter. But while you are calculating OH minus, sum of OH minus binded with H plus, will they cause alkalinity? OH minus which are already binded with H plus, OH minus which are already binded with H plus, these are not causing alkalinity. Only OH minus freely available, not binded with H plus, those only causing alkalinity. So we require a free OH minus which are not binded with H plus. So because of that reason, OH minus minus H plus. The number of moles of OH minus which is not binded with H plus, that is determined using OH minus minus H plus. So how many ions are required here? 4. HCO3 minus, CO3 minus 2, OH minus and H plus. So what is our answer? Generally we consider H plus is not at all involved in alkalinity. Yes, that is true. H plus is involved in acidity only. But while computing means estimation of alkalinity, the ions of free OH minus, excess OH minus, which are not binded with H plus required, so that we have to subtract total OH minus minus H plus, so that a free OH minus will get. Because of that reason we need the 4 ions: carbonate, bicarbonate, H plus and OH minus ions. Clear? We'll move on to next question. A completely mixed dilute suspension of sand particle. Different diameters provided here. Different diameters given: 0.25, 0.35, 0.4, 0.45, 0.5 mm. Filled in a transparent glass column of 10 centimeter diameter, 2.5 meter height. Good. Here a transparent glass column, 10 centimeter diameter and 2.5 meter height. The suspension is allowed to settle without any disturbance. Particles are allowed to settle without any disturbance. It was observed that all particles of diameter 3.35 mm will be settled down. So all particles with 0.35 mm settle means for 0.35 mm what is efficiency? All means 100%. So 100% of particles of 0.35 mm diameter are settled to the bottom of column in 30 seconds. In 30 seconds time, 0.35 mm particles are settled in 30 seconds. for the same time period, no change in the time, 30 seconds time only, percentage of removal of particles of diameter 0.45 and 0.5 mm from suspension. Very simple question. So already lesser diameter 0.35 is settled. Larger diameter 0.45 and 0.5 mm, will it be settled or not settled? If a particle of lesser diameter already settled with what efficiency? 100%. It is sure greater than any particle. Write down clearly. Any particle greater than 0.35 mm will be settled. Any particle greater than, clear, any particle greater than 0.35 mm, 100% it will be settled. So we'll consider for 0.45 and 0.5 mm 100%, no doubt. So no need of any calculation. This is a simple theoretical logic question. Particle of larger diameter is settling 0.35 mm and more than its larger. 0.35 mm is settled more than 0.35. 0.4, 0.45, 0.5, any particle greater than its diameter 100% settled. So answer is, efficiency answer is 100%, no doubt about it. So this is 1 mark question given in set 1. Okay. Next question. Again related to sedimentation, 2 marks question. 2 marks question. Sedimentation basin in a water treatment plant designed with a flow rate of 0.2 meter cube per second. What is meant by flow rate? Flow rate of 0.2 meter cube per second, discharge of 0.2 meter cube per second. Q. Discharge is provided. The basin is rectangular with length 32 meter, width 8 meter and depth 4 meter. Means they are providing us dimensions. Dimensions of the tank are provided. Dimensions. We can take 32 by 8 by 4 meter. Length, width and depth. Assume that the settling velocity of these particles governed by Stokes law. So governed by Stokes law, easily we can take. We know the formula. Density of particle 2.5 gram per cc. So rho p, density of particle 2.5 gram per cc, will take it 2500 kg per meter cube. Gram per cc to kg per meter cube, 2500 kg per meter cube. Density of water 1 gram per cc, 1000 kg per meter cube. Density of water 1000 kg per meter. Dynamic viscosity of water 0.01 gram per cc. Dynamic viscosity of water 0.01 gram per centimeter second. Gram per centimeter second. Then gravitational acceleration 980, nothing but 9.8 will take. The incoming water contain particles of diameter. Diameter also provided, D also provided, easy na? Incoming water contain particles diameter of 25 micron. So 25 into 10 power 6, 10 power minus 6 meter. Removal efficiency is required. Removal efficiency is required. So we know the formula. Here removal efficiency, just now we know efficiency is equal to Vs by V0 into 100. Efficiency is equal to Vs by V0 into 100. So first we'll estimate Vs. Vs is equal to GD square by 18 nu into S minus 1. G 9.8. Diameter given, diameter 25 micron, 25 into 10 power minus 6 whole square, 18 into kinematic viscosity. Dynamic viscosity 0.01 gram per cc. We are converting to kinematic viscosity, so it will become 10 power minus 6. Clear? 10 power minus 6. Specific gravity, density 2500. What is specific gravity? 2.5, no doubt. Density 2500. Specific gravity, we will take it as 2.5 minus 1. 2.5 minus 1. So we will get a settling velocity Vs is equal to, we got the value of settling velocity. Calculate it. 9.8 into d square, d 25 into 10 power minus 6 whole square by 18 into 10 power minus 6 into 2.5 minus 1. What we are getting? 5.1042 into 10 power minus 4 meter per second. 5.1042 into 10 power minus 4 meter per second. What is needed more? What is required more? Already settling velocity obtained, V naught, overflow velocity. What is formula for V naught? Overflow velocity will consider discharge by surface area length into width. V naught, discharge by surface area length into width. Discharge 0.2 given, clearly written, 0.2 meter cube per second. Then length and width, length 32 meter, width 8 meter will take. So we will have 0.2 divided by 32 into 8. 0.2 divided by 32 into 8. Overflow velocity V naught. So we will consider overflow velocity V naught. We are obtaining 7.8125 into 10 power minus 4 meter per second. So we got V naught as well as Vs. Substitute in efficiency formula. Simple now. Vs 5.1042 into 10 power minus 4. V naught 7.8125 into 10 power minus 4. Efficiency formula is into 100. What do you get the answer? Tell me. What is your answer? So finally efficiency. What you are getting? 65.33%. 65.33%. So option C, 65% is there in option C. This is only our answer. Answer is option C. Answer given as option C. Clear? We'll move on now. Simple efficiency formula. First you are deriving Vs using ZD square by 18 u into S minus 1. Next you are deriving overflow velocity, discharge by length into width. Finally you are getting efficiency Vs by V naught into 100. So this is 100 not 1000. Vs by V naught into 100 we are getting. A water treatment plant treats 6000 meter cube of water per day. So this is a set 2, again sedimentation question only. Set 2 sedimentation 2 marks question. A water treatment plant treats 6000 meter cube of water per day, means discharge is 6000 meter cube per day. Per day given na, so instead of volume you are taking it as discharge 6000 meter cube per day. As a part of treatment process, discrete particles are required to be settled in clarifier. What is clarifier? Clarifier is the other name for settling chamber. No, nothing typical, nothing difficult, very easy. Clarifier is the other word for sedimentation process. So settling chamber also called clarifier. Tank, that settling tank is also called clarifier. A column test indicates that an overflow rate of 1.5 meter per hour. What is overflow rate? V0. V0 value of 1.5 meter per hour is considered, would produce desired removal of particle through settling in clarifier having a depth of 3 meter. H. Depth is given, H is given 3 meter. The volume of the required clarifier in meter cube. Volume of required clarifier in meter cube. How can you calculate? Simple. This formula for volume. Volume is equal to surface area into depth. Depth already given in the data. We need surface area. Surface area is equal to discharge by V0 into H. You got volume na? Direct, simple, easy logic. Only one point you need to know. Surface area of clarifier, sedimentation chamber. Surface area of sedimentation chamber is equal to Q by V0. Discharge by overflow rate. Discharge by overflow rate is the surface area. Remaining is easy. So we'll solve directly. Simple direct formula substitution. Volume is equal to discharge 6000 meter cube per day. I am converting to hour per hour. 6000 by 24. Why I am converting to hour? Because V0 is given per hour. As V0 is given per hour, so I am substituting discharge also 6000 by 24. 6000 by 24 into V0. We have to take V0 1.5. V0 is equal to 1.5. V0 is 1.5. 6000 by 24 into 1.5. Then H. H is given H 3 meter. Clearly written. H is given 3 meter, clearly written. So into 3. Simple formula substitution. Volume is equal to discharge by V0 into depth. Discharge 6000 by 24 meter cube per hour. V0 1.5 meter per hour total surface area. Obtained surface area into 3. That is volume. What is the volume you are getting now? Answer. 500 meter cube. Volume you are getting 500 meter cube. That is the answer. That is the answer. Here, volume taken for numerically answer question will give the answer. Volume considered 500 meter cube. Okay. Finish. 2 marks easily got. Only thing you know, volume is equal to Q by V0, surface area into depth. So next 2 marks question from set 1 related to filtration. A 0.8 meter deep bed of sand filter. Thickness of sand filter is provided Z. Thickness of sand filter is provided Z. 0.8 meter. Length 4 meter and width 3 meter. Length 4 meter and width 3 meter. Length is given 4 meter and width is given 3 meter. Made of uniform particles of diameter. Diameter of particle D 0.4 mm. Specific gravity of particle 2.65. Shape factor. Shape factor is given 0.85. Shape factor is given. With the bed porosity, porosity is N 0.4. The bed has to be backwashed. The porosity of bed is given 0.4. The bed has to be backwashed at a flow rate of 3.6 meter cube per minute. What is the meaning of this? Backwashed at a flow rate. means discharge through backwashing. They provided discharge through backwashing QBW 3.6 meter cube per minute. They have not provided total discharge. The provision is related to backwashing discharge. Discharge through backwashing 3.6 meter cube per minute. During backwashing, terminal settling velocity of sand particle Vs. Terminal settling velocity of sand particle 0.05 meter per second. Finally, what is required in this big question? This much full data provided to you. Finally, what you require? Expanded bed depth ZE. During backwashing, the filter bed is expanding while you are doing air pumping. If you perform air pumping during backwashing, filter bed is expanding, size increases, depth, thickness increases. That expanded bed thickness is needed. This is completely related to filter hydraulics. I think you remember we studied filter hydraulics, Karman-Cogni equation, head loss during backwashing, head loss during filtration, all calculations we have done. So this is related to, the topic is related to filter hydraulics. ZE is needed. What is formula for ZE? Expanded bed? ZE, expanded bed thickness, ZE is equal to Z into original thickness into 1 minus N divided by 1 minus NE. Expanded thickness is equal to original thickness into 1 minus N by 1 minus NE. Okay, Z is given, N is given, easily provided na Z and N. Z is given 0.8, N is given 0.4. What about NE? NE is enhanced porosity. Remember, NE required enhanced porosity. What is formula for enhanced porosity? Again, it is difficult, na? Enhanced porosity calculation. So, for enhanced porosity calculation, we have a formula. Velocity during backwashing by terminal settling velocity to the power 0.22. This is the formula. Filter hydraulics related enhanced pore space formula. NE is equal to VB, velocity during backwashing, by Vs, terminal settling velocity, whole power 0.22. Okay, Vs is given again. Vs is 0.05. What about VB? Velocity during backwashing. Already discharge provided, discharge at the time of backwashing only given, area, length into width. You can substitute easily will get. So velocity during backwashing is equal to discharge during backwashing 3.6, area, length 4 meter, width 3 meter. We got the answer 0.3 meter per minute. I am converting it to meter per second. 0.3 meter per minute converted to meter per second will take 0.3 by 60, 0.005 meter per second. This is only now 0.3 meter per minute converted to meter per second divided by 60, 0.005 meter per second velocity during backwashing. Got it. Now substitute for ME. Substitute this to ME. NE is equal to expanded porosity. NE is equal to 0.005 divided by 0.05, because given now 0.05, settling, terminal settling velocity 0.05, whole power 0.22. Now you will get expanded porosity. Now you are getting expanded porosity, which is obtained 0.602, which is estimated expanded porosity. 0.005 by 0.05 whole power 0.2. Simple, easy, simplified question. Direct formula. Hey, ZE. ZE is equal to Z 0.8 Z 0.8 into 1 minus 0.4 na porosity original minus expanded porosity 1 minus 0.602. Then you will substitute, you will get expanded thickness of the bed. What you are getting? Expanded thickness of the bed, what you are getting? ZE is equal to Z into 1 minus N by 1 minus NE. 0.8 into 1 minus 0.4 by 1 minus 0.602. 1.206 meter. This is expanded bed. That is expanded bed. So no option, numerical answer question. So numerical answer question you have given round off to 2 decimal place 1.20. You take it 1.20. ZE answer. Clear? Filter hydraulics most complicated. I made it very simple. 3 formula unit. ZE, NE, VB. You got the answers. ZE, NE, VB, you got the answers. Over. Again, set 1 2 marks question. A wastewater is to be disinfected. Oh, it is related to chlorination, disinfection process. 35 mg per liter of chlorine. A wastewater is to be disinfected with 35 mg per liter of chlorine. To obtain 99% of kill, efficiency is given 99%. Number of microorganism remaining alive at a time t means remaining organism after disinfection, NT, modeled by NT is equal to N0, T is equal to N0 into e power minus KT. N0 is number of microorganisms at T is equal to 0. K is rate of kill constant. So from this what you can understand, you have efficiency formula N0 minus NT by N0 into 100. You have this formula, efficiency formula, no? N0 minus NT by N0 into 100. Initial microorganism before disinfection minus final remaining microorganism after disinfection divided by initial into 100, efficiency. But for NT, what they have provided? For NT, they have given one formula, no? We substitute in it now, so that we can write down N0 minus, for NT, N0 into e power minus KT divided by N0 into 100. So finally what we can write down from this, efficiency is equal to 1 minus e power minus KT into 100. We'll write it down, efficiency formula. 1 minus e power minus KT into 100. Okay, that is efficiency. Done. The wastewater flow rate is 36 meter cube per hour. Discharge is given 36 meter cube per hour. K 0.23 per minute. So in this formula what they have provided? Simple. In this formula what they have provided? A 99% efficiency given. 1 minus e power minus K. K is just now studied at 0.23 into T into 100. So if you substitute in that formula, efficiency formula, 99% is equal to 1 minus e power minus 0.23 into T into 100. Derive for T, time, estimate the time, you will get the answer, time. Time is equal to, you will get around 20 minutes. Around 20 minutes you will get the answer now. Maybe 20.22 something you will get, 20 minutes you will take. If depth and width of chlorination tank, depth 1.5 meter, width 1 meter respectively. Length of the tank to 2 decimal places. So we will short out We'll short out what is the data. Discharge given Q. 36 meter cube per hour we got discharge. 36. Time obtained 20 minutes. 36 meter cube per hour discharge. Time is obtained 20 minutes. Width and depth provided. Width and depth provided to us B and H. What are the values of B and H taken? Width, depth is 1.5 meter, width is 1 meter. Depth and width of chlorination tank. Depth is 1.5 meter, width is 1 meter provided. Depth and width of chlorination tank provided. What do you need? Discharge time, width, depth are there. You need length of the chamber. So length of the chamber. We can write down length is needed. We can write down time. Time is equal to volume by discharge formula. You know it. Time is equal to volume by discharge formula. For volume you can write it down LBH. So time is equal to LBH by Q. From this you can substitute for length. From this if you can substitute for length, L is equal to discharge into time divided by cross sectional area B into H. Discharge into time by cross sectional area B into H. All values given in the data. L is equal to discharge. 36 meter cube per hour I am converting to minutes. 36 by 60 meter cube per hour, because the time is in minutes. Time is in minutes. 36 by 60 meter cube per minute into time 20 minutes. Width 1 meter, depth 1.5 meter. Just you calculate, you will get the answer. Length, simple question. 8 meters you will get the answer. Length means if you know one formula, time is equal to volume by discharge, your question is finished, because already you determined time there 20 minutes. So answer is 8 meters. This is the answer. Numerically answer type question. Answer is 8 meters. Simple model. We'll move on now. Wow. Very big question. Still not completed. One diagram also there. See. Consider the reactor shown in the figure. Flow rate through the reactor is Q meter cube per hour. Don't worry about the big question. I will simplify the question for you. Okay. Consider the reactor shown in the figure. Flow rate through the reactor is Q meter cube per hour. I will show diagram first. Q meter cube per hour with C0 concentration of impurities entering into it. Finally, Q meter cube per hour exit out with C concentration. C0 is initial concentration. Initial concentration of impurities. C is a final concentration remaining after treatment is completed. After treatment is completed. The concentration of a compound in influent, effluent, what I said just now, same. Influent, initial, effluent, final, respectively. C0 and C. Compound is degraded in the reactor following first order rate reaction. This is important to solve the question. First order rate reaction. The mixing condition of the reactor can be varied. Changes, mixing condition is changing, such that the reactor becomes either a complete mixed flow reactor. Mixing is varying so that we can achieve either complete mixed flow reactor, or by changing the mixing, or we may achieve plug flow reactor, PFR. Means it reactor may be CMFR or reactor may be PFR, plug flow reactor. Two conditions here. So CMFR, completely mixed flow reactor, CMFR, or plug flow reactor, PFR. Two conditions, CMFR and PFR. Okay, the length of the reactor can be adjusted in these two mixing conditions. Length changes. Length for completely mixed flow reactor, length for plug flow reactor changes. Take this as a L1 and take this as L2, while keeping cross section area of reactor constant. So remember, cross section area constant, discharge constant. What is changing? Length changing, rate of reaction changing. Length changing, rate of reaction changing. Assuming steady state for C by C naught is equal to 0.8. So you assume the ratio final concentration to initial concentration C by C naught is equal to 0.8. Final concentration to initial concentration C by C naught is equal to 0.8. What is finally required? Ratio of length of CMFR, length of PFR. Plug flow reactor length. So L1 by L2. Length of continuously mixed flow reactor, length of plug flow reactor, ratio L1 by L2. Okay. L1 by L2. Length of continuous mixed flow reactor ratio to length of plug flow reactor. I will simplify it. See, in the previous question, what we have taken the formula for length? L is equal to Q into T by B into H. Is it not? We have taken here now. In the previous question, L is equal to Q into T by B into H. Okay. Same we apply here. L is equal to discharge into time volume, B into H cross sectional area. So what is changing here? Clearly mentioned, cross sectional area is constant. Mentioned na? Keeping the cross sectional area of the reactor constant. So B into H is equal to constant. B into H under both cases is constant. Discharge also Q meter cube per hour. Is it varying? Discharge also Q meter cube per hour. Exit discharge also Q meter cube per hour. So discharge also set to be constant. It is also not changing. Then what is changing? As length changes, time of travel changes. Length of travel is more, time taken to complete the length of travel is more. Length of travel is less, time taken to complete the length of travel is less. So finally what we conclude from this? L1 by L2 is equal to T1 by T2. This is formula. Ratio of lengths is equal to ratio of times. Simple, na? Because you made it discharge and cross sectional area constant. L with respect to discharge and cross sectional area we have taken. Volume by cross sectional area. Q into T by BH. Both are constant, Q and BH. So L1 by L2 is equal to T1 by T2. Now, how do we know time? For completely mixed flow reactor, the ratio of final concentration to initial concentration, C by C naught, is equal to, for first order rate reaction, very important, completely mixed flow reactor for first order rate reaction, ratio of C by C naught is equal to 1 by 1 plus KT. KT or K theta, you can take it, time, theta or T, no problem. 1 by 1 plus K theta. So it is already provided C by C naught is equal to 0.8. So we can write down 1 by 1 plus KT, 0.8 is equal to 1 by 1 plus KT. Now we are getting, this is a T1 you consider. Because first reactor, reactor 1, time 1. So KT1 we are taking. After solving for KT1, how much you are getting? 0.25. 0.8 is equal to 1 by 1 plus KT1. You solve it for KT1, you are getting KT1 is equal to 0.25. This second type. Second type of reactor, plug flow reactor. I taught these types of reactors in a special class in Unacademy app. If you want a complete first order rate kinetic equation, dynamics and kinetics, everything I discussed, you watch that special class types of reactor. Here I am writing a direct formula, shortcut formula. C by C naught is equal to E plus minus KT. KT for what reactor? Second reactor, KT2. Again we know same C by C naught, 0.8. 0.8 is equal to E power minus KT2. So again we get KT2 is equal to, solving 0.8 is equal to E power minus KT2. We have solved and we got the answer 0.223. KT1 is 0.25, KT2 is 0.223. Now substituting for length, L1 by L2, you take it. K is constant value, not changing, KT1 by KT2. Substitute here, 0.25 by 0.223. So it is length ratio. Length ratio we are getting 1.12. This is length ratio. L1 by L2 is equal to 1.12 length ratio. Finished. Simplified equation. L1 by L2 is equal to T1 by T2. Constant is there, K, cancelled. You got 1.12. After seeing this big question, don't afraid first of all. Read the question step by step, analyze the question step by step. Easily you will get the answer. Nothing is there, no confusion, no numerical calculations. Simple only you need to know. For complete mixed flow reactor, final by initial concentration is 1 by 1 plus KT. For plug flow reactor, final by initial concentration is E power minus KT. Question is completed. Answer is 1.12. Answer is 1.12. We'll move on to next question. Clear for everyone? So again a very big question related to municipal solid waste management, set to 2 marks. See, the previous question is difficult, given in set 2 only. This question is also difficult, previous question only. So be careful while answering environmental engineering. Don't miss any of the topic. So you understand the difficulty of question levels they are going to ask in GATE examination. Set to 2 marks question. Raw municipal solid waste collected from a city contains 70% of decomposable matter. Out of total, 70% of waste is decomposable and can be converted into methane. This decomposable organic matter is converted to methane. The water content of decomposable means in that 70%, 35% is water content. In the total 70%, water available, moisture content available is 35%. Remaining dry waste. An elemental analysis. Okay, we'll write down up to this. Okay. Out of 100%, 70% is decomposable. For big questions, you can analyze by step only, so that you can understand question easily. In that 75%, 35% is water, which in 70% of decomposable, 35% is water. So what is the dry decomposable matter now? Dry decomposable matter. 65 remaining now. Water is gone 35. 65% of 70%. That is dry decomposable. Okay. 65% of 70% is dry decomposable. Elemental analysis of decomposable matter yields following mass percentage. Carbon 44, hydrogen 6, oxygen 43, nitrogen 0.8, remaining 6.2. Remaining 6.2. The methane production of decomposable material is governed by following equation: CaHbOcND plus NH2O. So chemistry it is coming. MCH4 plus SCO2 plus DNH3. Atomic weights: carbon 12, hydrogen 1, oxygen 16, N14. Mass of methane produced per kg of raw solid waste. Very important. For 1 kg of raw MSW. For 1 kg of raw MSW, how much mass of methane produced? In grams. In grams. We'll write down. 1 kg. So as we need the answer in grams, we'll take 1000 grams. In 1000 grams of MSW, what is decomposable matter? 70%. 70% is decomposable matter. 700 grams decomposable. Will total is undergoing decomposition? No. Only dry decomposable matter, dry matter. Dry decomposable matter is only undergoing 65% of 700 grams. 65% of 700 grams undergoing decomposition. What is the value? 65% of 700? 455 grams. 65% of 700, 455 grams is the 65% of 700. Now, we'll have different elements na: carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen. What is their percentage provided in the waste? What is their percentages provided? 44, 6, 43.8. 44, 6, 43, 0.8. Means out of total 455 grams, carbon is 44%. Out of total 455 grams, carbon is 44%. We'll calculate number of moles. What is the formula for number of moles? Number of moles is equal to weight by atomic weight. Weight by atomic weight. What is weight of carbon? 44% of. 44% of means 0.44. 44% of 455 grams. Atomic weight of carbon will take 12. 12 is atomic weight of carbon. 0.44. 44% converted to fraction. 0.44 into total weight 455 grams divided by 12. What is the value? 16.68 moles. 16.68 moles. 6%, 0.06 into 455 grams. Hydrogen atomic weight 1 only. So 1 is equal to 6% of 455. Because atomic weight 1, no need to consider. 27.3 moles. 27.3 moles. Oxygen. 43% taken 0.43 into 455. This oxygen atomic weight 16. 16 is oxygen atomic weight. 0.43 into 455 by atomic weight 16. So how many moles? 12.2 moles. Nitrogen 0.8. 0.8 means you will take 0.008 into 455. 0.008 into 455. What is atomic weight of nitrogen? Given, don't worry, given 14. No need to take from your brain, it was given in the data. 14 is equal to 0.008 into 455 by 14. How much you are getting? 0.26. What are all these? Number of moles of individual elements. Number of moles of individual elements. This is A, this is B, oxygen is C, nitrogen is D. You have given the equation CaHbOcND. Provided equation CaHbOcND. Provided equation. We got the values ABCD. We got the values ABCD. Now what you want to determine for methane? According to chemical rate equation for methane generation. According to chemical rate equation for methane generation, methane is written as 4A plus B minus 2C minus 3D by 8. This is formula for methane. Chemical rate formula for methane determination. 4A plus B minus 2C minus 3D by 8. A, B, C, D already determined the moles. Number of moles of carbon A, number of moles of hydrogen B, number of moles of oxygen C, number of moles of nitrogen D. A, B, C, D already determined. A 16.68, so we can take 4 into 16.68 plus B. What is moles of hydrogen? 27.3. 27.3 minus 2 into moles of oxygen. 12.2 you got, minus 3 into moles of nitrogen. 0.26. 0.26 by 8. Here 4 into 16.68 plus 27.3 minus 2 into 12.2 minus 3 into 0.6 divided by 8 from the chemical rate equation. What you are getting? How many moles of methane now? After solving, you will get methane 8.605 moles. 1 mole of methane carries molecular weight of 16. Then 8.605 moles carries how much weight? Simple cross multiplication. Simple cross multiplication only. Methane is equal to 8.605 into 16. 8.605 into 16. This is the answer you are getting. Calculate it. Calculate it. 137.68 grams. This is methane. It's a big question only, but simplified. You have to know two formula. First formula, number of moles. Number of moles is equal to weight by atomic weight. Number of moles is equal to weight by atomic weight. That is first formula. So by that you are getting number of moles of carbon, number of moles of hydrogen, number of moles of oxygen, number of moles of nitrogen. ABCD. Substitute that ABCD in the formula, you will get number of moles of methane. Weight is required. According to the same formula, weight is required. So reverse you will take now. Weight is equal to number of moles into atomic weight. Same formula you are using. Weight is equal to number of moles into atomic weight. Simple. Same. Number of moles 8.605. Atomic weight for methane 16. Solve. Methane weight obtain. Clear? So by practice, by this kind of long answer, very big questions. But for 2 marks only. Don't expect 5 marks, 10 marks. For 2 marks only. By practice, you can solve these questions. You can practice more questions. Simple question. Which one of the following is a secondary air pollutant? 100% no doubt ozone is secondary air pollutant. Na? It is generated due to industrial pollutant chemical reaction in atmosphere. Ozone is generated. Volatile organic carbon, carbon monoxide, hydrocarbon directly released from the chimney. No doubt. So it is primary. All these three will take as primary. Volatile organic carbon, carbon monoxide, hydrocarbon. All these three are considered as a primary. Which of the following option contains only primary air pollutant? Only. Clearly mentioned. Only. Hydrocarbon. Okay, it is primary. But ozone? Ozone is secondary. Na? Option A eliminated. B. Again ozone. Ozone eliminated. Option B eliminated. Hydrocarbons and nitrogen oxides, NOx. This is primary only. Nitrogen oxides, peroxyacetyl nitrate. Again peroxyacetyl nitrate is secondary. So answer is C. Hydrocarbon and nitrogen oxides. Only primary option. Okay. Same models they will ask next to 2021. Remember, MSQ model questions are there. Be careful about primary secondary pollutants. You by heart the names, examples very well so that it is easy. A question on air pollution. A sample of air analyzed at 0 degrees Celsius, 1 atmosphere pressure. 0 degrees and 1 atmosphere pressure will take STP, na? Standard temperature and pressure, STP. So at standard temperature and pressure, what is volume? 0 degrees Celsius, 1 atmospheric pressure, what is volume? 22.4 liters per mole is the volume. 22.4 liter per mole. According to Avogadro's equation, PV is equal to nRT. Is reported to contain 0.02 ppm of NO2, nitrogen dioxide, NO2. Assume gram molecular mass of NO2 46. Molecular weight of NO2 is 46. And its volume at 0 degrees Celsius and 1 atmospheric pressure 22.4. Already given. Whatever I have written, already that is given in the data only. They made simplified even though you don't know volume. In the question itself it was provided. Equivalent NO2 concentration in microgram per cubic meter. Simple question. X in microgram per meter cube is equal to X in ppm into molecular weight into 1000 by volume. Formula, direct formula. Now you need X is NO2. NO2 required in microgram per meter cube given. What is given value? 0.02 ppm na given value. 0.02 ppm molecular weight 46 provided. You are not doing anything, all data provided, 46 molecular weight provided into 1000. What is volume? 22.4. Direct simple formula substitution, you are getting 2 marks. 0.02 into 46 into 1000 by 22.4. Direct formula substitution, nothing is there. Answer 41.0714 microgram per meter cube. So this is also numerical NAT question. So answer is 41.07. This is answer. Clear? We have finished all questions related to 2019 GATE examination. Okay. I am going to launch a new batch of environmental engineering in Plus course. So take Plus subscription, enroll now itself as early as possible. I am teaching 140 hours. So you ask anyone which coaching center is teaching 140 hours for environmental engineering? Nowhere. From September 29 onwards, I am teaching new batch of environmental engineering 140 hours till November. So take your Plus subscription as early as possible. Use my code KP Civil. Okay, use my code KP Civil. And Unacademy is providing n number of free classes to you. Watch free classes. Clear? Get Plus subscription. And one more thing, free online test series for any student. Not only Plus subscription, for any student, free online test series is provided, which is called Super 30 test series. Every Thursday, one test. 30 questions, 50 marks. Every Thursday, 2 p.m. So go to Unacademy app, check in my profile, click on Super 30. Every Thursday, free test series you can enroll. You can write it down. Enjoy the benefits, free benefits. Okay, you remember my code, you know my code, KP Civil or Engineering Guru. KP Civil or Engineering Guru. Use my code to take Plus subscription, you will get 10% discount. One test series from Unacademy, one test series from my side, 2 free online test series you will get. And also I will provide you material, soft copy of notes and material to you. So why waiting still? Why waiting? Join Plus course, take subscription, get the India's top brand of online education for GATE and ESE, Unacademy, top faculty are there. Get Plus subscription, crack GATE and IS in first attempt. I am sure I will guide you, I will support you. You are going to crack GATE and IS in first attempt only. Okay? We'll meet again in 2018 GATE solution session. Thank you, Anandal. Bye bye, all of you.